Good morning, students. To continue the chapter Shapes and Angles, today we will learn about angle. So, what is an angle? An angle is a figure formed by two rays with common end point. You can see in this figure, there are two rays, ray BA, BC, and both rays having common end point B. So these two rays formed an angle. Next, we will discuss about parts of an angle, arms or sides. The rays of an angles are known as arms or sides of that angle. Now in this figure, you can see BA. This is one ray. Another ray is BC. So these two rays are known as arms or sides of this angle. Now in this figure, the arms or sides are ray BA or ray BC. We will discuss about vertex. The common end point shared by two rays is called the vertex of an angle. Here there are two rays, ray BA and ray BC, having common end point B. So B is known as the vertex of this angle. Next we will learn about naming of an angle. An angle is named by first writing any point on one of the rays. We can take either ray BA or ray BC. First, I am taking ray BA. So first we will write down the point on the ray BA. First I will write down point A. After this, writing vertex, and finally the point on the another ray. So the name of this angle is angle ABC. An angle is represented by the symbol this. So this is the symbol of an angle. Or if I will take the ray BC first, then we will write down point C. After this we will write down vertex B, and finally the point on the another ray. This is point A. So the name of this angle is angle CBA. It means this angle can be represented by in two ways, either angle ABC or angle CBA. Now we will discuss about types of angles. First is right angle. An angle whose measure is 90 degree is known as a right angle. First main thing is, to represent an angle, we always use the symbol degree. This is the symbol to represent the degree. So an angle whose measure is 90 degree is called a right angle. Or we can say that one ray is horizontal and another ray is vertically standing on the horizontal ray. Our body parts make different types of angle. Like with the help of my arm, I will make an angle of 90 degree. You can see that this is one side, this is another side. So these two sides with common end point form an angle of 90 degree. There is one more example. You can see, students, the side of this green ball. This is the one side. It is in horizontal position. Another side is in vertical position. These two sides have common end point. So these also form an angle of 90 degree. Or we can say that L-shaped figure make an angle of 90 degree. This shape can be like this. So it is mirror image of this, or it can be like this, or it can be like this. So these are the water image of these two figures. Next is acute angle. An angle whose measure is more than 0 degree but less than 90 degree is called an acute angle. We will learn this with the help of this tester. First, this is the one side, this is the another side. So it is L-shaped figure. So these two sides have a common endpoint. So these form an angle of 90 degree. But acute angle is, it is more than 0 degree but less than 90 degree. So when this ray come closer to this ray, so this form an angle of acute angle. It is also an acute angle. It is also an acute angle. It is also an acute angle. So an acute angle have different measurement. Less than 90 degree. It can be 70 degree, 65 degree, 15 degree, 10 degree or so on. It should be more than 0 degree but less than 90 degree. See here. First, I will make an angle of 90 degree. This is the one ray, this is the another ray. So it form an angle of 90 degree. But when this ray come closer to this ray, so these two rays form an angle of acute angle. So it is angle ABC and acute angle because this ray come closer to ray BC. Now we will take one more example. First, with the help of this dotted ray, I will make a right angle. So YZ, this is the one ray and this is the another ray. So these two rays form an angle of 90 degree. But when this ray come closer to this ray, then these two rays form an angle that is known as acute angle. Our body parts also make a different angle. So first, this is an right angle. When this side come closer to here, so this form an acute angle. Next angle is obtuse angle. An angle whose measure is more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree is called an obtuse angle. Look here. It is an angle of 90 degree. When this ray move away from this ray, it form an angle of obtuse angle. Is it clear? Or if these two sides are standing like this, so it form an angle of 90 degree. When this ray or side move away from this side, so these two sides form an angle of obtuse angle. Now look at the board. First, with dotted line, I will make an angle of 90 degree. So this is an angle of 90 degree. This ray and this ray form an angle of 90 degree. When this ray move away from this ray, this form an angle. This angle is known as obtuse angle. Same here. First, with dotted line, I will make an angle of 90 degree. So this ray and this ray form an angle of 90 degree. When this ray move away from this ray, so these two rays, ray BA and ray BC, form an obtuse angle. For example, with the help of my hand, I will show it to you. It is a 90 degree angle. When this side move away from this side, so this form an obtuse angle. So because it is more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree, so there are so many examples. It can be 100 degree, 105 degree, 135 degree, 140 degree, 170 degree and so on. It should be more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. Now next is straight angle. An angle whose measure is 180 degree is called a straight angle. Or when two rays are opposite to each other. Here there is a first ray, ray N M. Another ray is ray N O. And these two rays are opposite to each other. So this form an angle of 180 degree. Now when these two sides are opposite to each other, so these two sides form an angle of 180 degree with common end point. This is the first ray, this is the another ray with common end point, and these two rays are opposite to each other, so these form an angle of 180 degree. Or my arm make an angle of 180 degree. Now next is reflex angle. An angle whose measure is more than 180 degree but less than 360 degree is called an reflex angle. For example, now these two rays, this is a one ray, this is a another ray. These are opposite to each other, so these two rays form an angle. So it is a straight angle. But when this ray away from this ray, so now we will mark the angle from this point to this point. So this is known as a reflex angle. Now look at the board. Now here the first ray is ray KJ, another ray is ray KL. First with the dotted ray, I will make an angle of 180 degree or straight angle. Now this is a one ray, this is a another ray. These two rays are opposite to each other, so it form an angle of 180 degree. When this ray away from this ray, now this ray come to this point. Now from this position to this position, this is known as reflex angle. But if we will mark arc, one arc inner side, so angle JKL, this also formed an angle, but this is not a reflex angle. Now this angle is known as obtuse angle. So it depends on the mark arc which type of angle is this. So for reflex angle, we will mark from this point to this point, because it is 180 degree, it moves away from 180 degree, it will come up to this point. Now see in the next figure, there is a ray YX, another ray is YZ. First with dotted ray I will make an angle of 180 degree. So there are two rays, there is a one ray, there is another ray opposite to each other. This form an angle of 180 degree. When this ray away from this ray and reach to this point, so reflex angle will be formed from this point to this point. So this angle is known as reflex angle. Similarly, in this figure also, there is one more angle, angle X, Y, Z. But now this angle is not a reflex angle. This angle is known as acute angle. So this is the reflex angle. Next is complete and whole angle. An angle whose measure is 360 degree is known as a complete angle or a whole angle. you can see that there are two rays. When one ray starts from the original position and after completing one full rotation and one full turn, it overlaps with the first ray. So this is known as a complete angle or a whole angle. And the measurement of complete angle is 360 degree. Here ray is ray QP. Another ray is QR. This is the first ray. QP. Another ray is QR. Start from the original point or start from the initial ray. After completing, because it starts from here, we will start marking the angle from this ray. After completing one full turn or one full rotation, it will overlap with the another ray because it's overlapping with this ray. So it will mention here. You can see this. So this angle is known as a complete angle or whole